Hi. Woo. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Just the Tips. I'm Joanna Angel.
I'm Small Hands. I'm Aaron. I'm no, that's pretty much it. Yeah. And who do we have here with us today?
Hi, I'm Alexis Fawx.
Hell yeah, you are. Hell yeah, you are. We have the Alexis Fawx.
The most amazing person in the world. Not really. I love Alexis very much. I love her so much.
You're one of my favorite people, not only in the industry, but just that I know in life.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much.
You are like a big dose of serotonin. Seriously. Every time I'm with you, I leave feeling like a better person. I feel spiritually enlightened.
Yeah.
I feel confident and happy. I mean, really, you're like a badass.
Wow.
You know, how old are you? I was like, you're a badass. Do you say your age to people, or you don't say your age?
Oh, I'll say it. Yeah. I'm 48.
Okay, 48. I was gonna say bad. You always say like I'm 50 or something. So I was gonna say a badass 50-year-old woman. I'm like, are you almost 50 or 50?
Almost.
Yeah. I feel like I did the same thing when I was like 37. I was like preparing myself to be 40. So I just started saying I was 40. You know, I was like, I'm a hot 40-year-old woman. You're 40. I'm like, well, I'm manifesting.
Yeah. I think 40s have been like the best time of my life, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to even like getting older. It's been great.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. You're amazing. You always like inspire me. Great energy, so much happiness.
And actually, a fun fact, the first major scene I ever did for Brazzers was with you.
Oh, I remember that.
Like 7 years ago, something like that.
You were
blonde.
2015, blonde.
I think it was actually the first time you were. No, it wasn't the.
And you were.
I think it was the first time you
were
worked
stuck
for
in a
Brazzers.
dryer or something.
It was definitely
something like
the
that.
laundry room.
Yeah.
No, you were stuck in a dryer, and I think that was the beginning of getting stuck in the dryer. Like I think you may have been part of history.
Alexis.
I think you guys may have started. You may have started people getting stuck in the dryer. I think you did, because I remember Aaron showing me the script and I was like, stuck in the dryer, like what is this? Like, who would do this? So stupid, even though I made plenty of stupid porn myself. I just I had never heard of somebody getting stuck in the dryer, and suddenly everybody was getting stuck in the dryer, and years later it's like
see, and it didn't really make sense to me on paper, but then once I looked over and I saw Alexis's lower half, because the front was stuck in the dryer, and I saw her ass. I was like, it makes sense. It made
total sense.
I was like, I know what to do here.
In fact, my washer at home is kind of tall, and of course I'm a little short, so me actually trying to reach down and getting
sometimes you actually do.
Do you actually get stuck in the dryer?
I don't get quite stuck, because I know how to get myself out, but definitely if you're walking by, you might see some legs in the air.
Just some legs kicking.
And my poor housekeeper, she's even shorter than me.
So your whole
oh my God,
your dryer just eats people up.
You were destined to have a dryer that you would get stuck in.
Yeah,
like it only makes sense. I'm gonna go with that. I think you two right here.
I'll take
here.
I'll
You
take it.
put it on the map.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. We mapped it out.
And look at us now, all these years later, still hanging out.
All dryers.
Yeah.
There's
I'm gonna go to the laundromat after this.
Right. The other dryers could run because your dryer. I don't know.
You have something.
There's something. I'll figure it out. Like the rest.
Speaking of running,
of the show,
aren't you two?
Yeah. we said that at the same time.
No. Correct me if I'm wrong,
it's
but
gonna be hilarious.
In 2 days, you're both going to run the Brooklyn Mile.
The Brooklyn Mile. You ran it with me last year. The Brooklyn Mile is literally a race that is 1 mile.
I'm excited.
It's so much fun. And when you told me you were coming to town this weekend, I was like, you got to do the Brooklyn Mile with me. And you were like, what? And I was like, it's literally a race that's a mile. Yeah. It's just 1 mile. Like, that's it.
That. I was like, I can do that.
Yeah. And she signed up, and we're going to do it. We're going to be like two giant.
It's going to be so
two
hot.
giant titties.
Just so much boobs bouncing.
I'm not going to
bought a special outfit.
Right?
It's my running outfit.
I bet you did, Alexis.
Yeah. What should we could have someone behind us filming in slow-mo?
Yes.
Right.
Like backwards.
You know,
it's only a mile.
Yeah, I think
I'll just run along the side.
And
all we need is a good 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We'll be in the same, age group, because it's like there's different age groups, and then there's just 40 plus. Mm-hmm. And my friend who I run it with, she's 36. so she's always in the group behind me. But yeah, so we're in the 40 plus group. There's not a 50 plus.
I'm so taking
so we're in the, so I'm so glad we'll actually run in the same
category.
Yeah, and it's like it's a mile race. Like,
what was your time last year? Do you remember?
I think it was like 7 something.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's good.
No, and you'll be.
Wow.
I actually remember last year I was feeling kind of cocky. Like I was even a little hungover, and I was like, since I was like 41, I was like, I'm going to be the youngest person in the 40 plus group, and I'm in pretty good shape, like pretty good, And I had been doing a lot of running anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna win. Like I was like, what I could get in the top 5, no problem. I really was being a little bit cocky, and I'm not a very cocky person because I just thought I'm gonna be in a group with so many people who are a lot older than me. I had an advantage being like just in the.
Little did you know,
these 60-year-old women ran a mile. One woman, a 60-year-old, she ran the mile in like 4 minutes. I couldn't. They were so fast, Serious I was inspired. I did not get in the top 5. I was not in the top 10 either. I think
I'm so gonna get. I'm gonna crush.
I thought the same thing.
It's insane. I was like. I was floored. They were really these women are badass, but they're all like professional marathon runners. Like I am a marathon runner, not a professional marathon runner.
But just Alexis, so you don't get too much anxiety. There are plenty of people you'll be faster than as well. So it's a nice mix.
I'll be nice in the middle.
It's a great mix.
No, the great thing about the there's a Brooklyn Mile, there's a Manhattan Mile too. It's called the Fifth Avenue Mile. It's like a race for everyone, from like professional athletes to like a guy that woke up hungover and was like, what's going on? Oh, I'll just run this mile, I guess. Like it's really like it's everyone.
Yeah, I think it's totally cool. And I'm so down for like anything that has a cause behind it. Like, yeah, let's raise some money. Let's do this.
Yeah, exactly.
I could do a mile for that.
Right? Well, I mean, you go hiking and stuff. I mean, you're always,
Yeah, I just went hiking at Havasu Falls in
Arizona.
know.
I really wanted to go. And I remember I couldn't go. So you went with Rocky Emerson.
Yeah. We had such a good time.
I had so much FOMO. Yeah. I was like, God, like my 2 best friends. Why am I not there? Remember, I had something to do, but you would have
crushed it. It wasn't like I was all nervous for the hike because it's 10.2 miles in to the campsite alone. So I was like, oh my God, you go through all this elevation. So it wasn't at all, for me, it wasn't bad. It's pretty straightforward. It's just now if I would do it again, I would start it at night, because as long as you get there the day that you're supposed to camp, you can like literally start it at 9:00 the night before, and that way you're not hiking in the sun.
Right.
So that would be the change up that I would do.
Let's do it next year.
Oh, I'm down.
Let's do it.
It was amazing, and it was also like it was also over my birthday, and it was like finally a gift that I gave myself where I could go completely off grid. There was no getting internet unless you wanted to hike.
No, I have said that before. I went on a very big hike in Costa Rica, a few years ago, and I felt like it's really the only time I took a real vacation because I had no phone service. Like if my phone works, I'm not on vacation. Yeah,
because you're going to want to answer, check things in, and like
right.
That's what us business owners do. We're going to check in, and we want to be like ahead of everything. But it literally forced me not, like I didn't even carry my phone much for pictures.
Yeah, I know.
It was actually really relieving.
Just to live in the moment and be
I was
present.
living in the moment. Yeah. I also went on my scariest hike, which was only 200 feet.
Wait, what?
It was only 200 feet, I think, or maybe 250. But it's through where the waterfalls used to go over the cliff because they had a flood there, which shifted all the water. So you come down, and all of a sudden you go inside the cave. You come outside the cave, and it's straight down. Well, I'm scared of heights. So literally, like Rocky. Oh,
well, she's a climber.
Thank you. She's a climber.
She could do anything.
She was below me, so she was able to like tell me where to put my feet.
Oh wow!
Totally helped me out.
Wait, so you had to like
literally you're
wall?
on like chains, and you're going where like the waterfall used to hit. You're getting splashed with water.
That is intense. No,
so
that's
for
intense.
someone who's a little height, like oh my God,
that is petrifying.
Yeah, but she like totally helped me through. Like so, thank you so much to her. Like oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, my feet were like actually shaking off the part.
And there's no It's like do or die. Like you have
like
to
you have
do
people
it.
in front of you, like on top of you and below you.
Oh my
so
God!
You have to make a decision to do something.
Wow. You can't just chill.
No, there's no chill. There's no chill factor.
Was there water on the ground? No, it was
because the waterfall was moved over, so it was so beautiful when we got down there. So it was so worth it. But on the way back, dude, I just looked after I got myself all calmed down. I just bolted back up. Like there was you weren't scared. Like anymore. I wasn't scared anymore. Wow. So it was
you conquered
I did.
You conquered your fears and you conquered the fucking mountain.
I did.
Yes.
It's fucking cool.
That is cool.
You know, you can climb a mountain, but you can't figure out how to get unstuck from the dryer.
I mean, you know,
facts.
We're only human.
True. You know, I'm not perfect.
So, I mean, I'm sure you've talked about this before, but not here on our podcast. So what is it like? Because you are one of the handful of women that entered the industry at an older age. So it's like a very different story than, you know, the girls who entered at age 18 or 20 or something. So what age did you enter the industry?
Was I like 35?
Okay.
Yeah, like 35, 34 going into that. Yeah.
So how did that feel? And like, what made you decide at 35? Because I'm sure you had a life and a career. Before 35,
I did
what
a lot
made
of different things. I was just tired of working for other people's dreams. Right. I didn't want to do a 9 to 5 anymore. I felt like a cage, like zoo animal.
What was your 9 to 5?
At that particular time, I was a senior patent paralegal. So I was writing patents for the United States Patent and Trademark Office and also internationally.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. I worked with like inventors. It was like really cool. But you get burnt out and plus you get to a ceiling salary, but you're working more hours. Right. As soon as that onset of the email came, you don't work office hours anymore. You work anytime your boss fucking emails you, right? So it was just, I started to like really pick up some bad habits and like, you know, where you party from like Friday to Monday, where you have to go back to work because I was just living a weekly life I was unhappy with. So I hauled off and quit everything. And then I searched Craigslist.
Oh, really?
For something to make money.
Craigslist?
Yeah, I was living in Miami. Eventually, I had to make money.
So
I was like, what does Craigslist have?
You were like, maybe I'll get a couch. Maybe I'll do porn.
And what? So you saw?
Literally, that's what happened.
You saw like an ad.
There was an ad to be an extra for Dancing Bear, and I was like, I know what Dancing Bear is. I watched it so much.
It's the porn where the guys in the bear costume.
How have I not heard of it?
And it's like so a bridal party
in Miami.
Like the bride go crazy.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah,
how have I not heard of that?
It's like old school. Like I had black hair at the time. If you look it up, it's crazy. So that was my first one. I signed up to do it. I thought I was just going to be an extra, but they were going through like this laundry list of things to do, and it got to blowjob, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I didn't even think about it.
You blew the Dancing Bear.
Yeah.
On your first
were
time.
you?
Yes. And then I got booked for my very first boy girl the very next day, which was, considering it was like through Bang Bros, which is like reality porn.
Right.
They don't always do that. They like to separate it because, of course, you're the bride, now you're the MILF, and they like to try to do that for whatever reason.
But you had such a star quality about you.
I did. Yeah. I just remember, like, I just didn't want to take as long as the girl before me. And I was just trying to remember all the sloppy, crazy blowjobs that I watched prior. I was like, I just want to mimic all of that, you know?
Wait, so did you do a blowjob when you were supposed to be an extra?
Yeah.
Did you know that day you were going to give a blowjob?
Well, I guess what they were probably doing is trying to cover or something at that time, and they were just trying to find another person to do a blowjob.
Oh, so like someone flaked. And you're like, I'll give a blowjob.
Yeah, I was like, I'll make that money. I think it was like $500 for that day or something. Yeah. And I was just like, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you made
Why not?
Like, think of all the blowjobs I've given and didn't get $500.
Yeah, that's exactly was my thought. I was like, I can make money and do that? Fuck, this is amazing.
So when you were driving home after blowing the Dancing Bear, were you like, this is the path for me?
Yeah, well, I didn't even know where I was going to take it at that particular time. I was like, this is fucking great. What I loved about it was like, I realized right away the autonomy over my own time. I didn't have to like ask off for 2 weeks of work to take a vacation or, hey, I'm sick, I can't come in. Like how childish, like I just didn't want to do that anymore. So I realized that right away. So I was like, how can I work this to my advantage? And also camming was starting to come out at that time where they were actually paying us like per hour versus like the tips and what we can make now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I just decided to really put all my efforts into it and make it to what it is today.
And look
And look, you're a fucking superstar.
It's amazing.
Crazy.
I sometimes I get a little like choked up because if I would have thought about that 13 years ago, and I was like, of course, I'm sentimental sometimes.
Right.
I would have never thought about like, wow, I would have taken it this far and what I've been able to do for myself. Like I went from like unhealthy to healthy. Sorry, I know. I'm such a chick sometimes.
Oh my God.
We
Like
love
someone
it. We love it.
recently posted a picture of me like 13 years ago, and I was like, and then I think it might have been like a year ago, so we'll say 12 years apart or whatever. And I was like, wow, did I come a long way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
So-
yeah.
It's
We
you
love
know,
it. We fucking love
look,
it.
I know that this industry isn't for everyone, but I can, relate to you. Not the exact same story, just the industry has, when I look back at my life pre-industry or, it's done some amazing things for me.
Yeah.
And I very much appreciate it. And if anyone would have told me, in my early 20s that my life was going to be like this now, I would not have believed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't I guess I had no clue what
Yeah.
I was really getting myself into at that time. I was just like, well, this is fucking great.
Well,
and then, just lining everything up and saying yes to a lot of opportunities and be like, go ahead and do it.
I think
Right.
you learned a lot about the world before you got in, which is good,
Oh, definitely.
and I know not every girl has that
Or guy.
same, or guy for that matter.
I didn't start porn until I was 31, I
Okay.
think. So, I had lived a whole life before. I had had other careers. I had done many things already, and I never thought that I'd be sitting here on this
Yeah.
podcast today. I would have picked a cooler name. Small Hands is so
story.
stupid, but
It's great. It's great.
But I get it.
It's
I
a
mean,
joke that went a little
Yeah.
bit farther
it's-
than we thought it would go.
Isn't it?
great.
Isn't it fucking cool to have lived a whole life, and now we are all blessed with living another one.
It is.
Like,
Sorry. I
most-
also have lotion in my eyes because, of course, I blathered
It's okay,
it up
Alexis.
before
I'm a
everything.
cancer.
What kind of
I cry a
lotion?
lot.
I know, do you?
I cry all the time. So this is a crying zone. Yeah.
I'll laugh and cry at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, same.
So sorry about the lotion and everything.
kind of
but
lotion?
no,
I
kind
don't
of
know,
lotion?
but it's like burning my
You
eyes.
was there lotion?
well, your
out
skin
in
looks
the
beautiful.
studio? Yeah, you look great.
Yeah.
Very hydrated.
very dewy.
Yeah.
I'll just keep these goggles
Oh
on. It's fine.
look at this! Look at this sweet producer.
Oh,
Look what
Brian
he's
to the
doing.
rescue.
Yeah, Brian. Oh, look
Brian
at
to
that.
the
We've got.
rescue.
Oh, that's sweet. Look at that.
Well, let's give Alexis a minute to
To-
breathe. And do we have like? You look so beautiful crying. You're a hot crier.
Thank you.
I'm not.
I worked on it. No. If I'm really crying, if it's a ball, it's
It's
not
a
pretty.
different story. Yeah.
It's an ugly cry.
Oh yeah, I'll get into it.
You were talking about being a business owner before, and in addition to running your mini stuck in the dryer like MILF porn empire.
The empire that
You do a lot of other interesting things. I know you have a coffee line. You have one. Like I feel like every time I talk to you, you have a new unique thing coming out. So
I love
we all
doing
know about your porn career. So what are these other
Highest Fawx
businesses?
coffee
Yeah,
is
let me hear about
great.
these other businesses you have.
So I have a coffee because I love coffee.
I love it that you love coffee.
Yeah, and
so
I kind of like, especially love like traveling around and trying like different roasters, even like in the United States, like different cities have different like local roasters. So why
Where do
not
you
try
think
it out?
has the best coffee? Where do you think?
It all depends. Like I love Italian espresso because it's just so chocolate. Like there's just like a velvet feeling it goes over your tongue that I just really enjoy. I have a special love for Costa Rica because
Costa Rica has the best coffee.
Yeah.
You actually told me that a while ago. And then when I went to Costa
Yeah.
Rica, I was like, I'm trying the coffee.
for like everyday coffee. I just really enjoy it because first time I went to Costa Rica, I was by myself. I'm like traveling all around. I go up into the coffee plantations and they have a lot of little mom and pop places that you can just stop off at.
I went to one of them.
Well, I went to
amazing.
way too many. And of course, when someone
like,
offers me handmade coffee,
you're not gonna
and
turn it
chocolate
down?
and cacao, I'm like, everything. I thought I was going to die. I had to stop the car, pull
were just
over.
wound up.
I was like, am I going to throw up? Am I going to shit myself? My heart's going to pound through my chest. I wasn't
But you
sure
know
what was
what?
going to happen.
Worth it. Worth
It's
it.
kind of like some of my scenes. Like,
yeah. You can't turn it down.
what's going to happen? Am I
Yeah. And you're like, but I'm going to have one more cup.
I'm going to do it one more. Oh my God. It was like pure. It was like it was having pure cacao in my veins. It was a little much. I had to like take the next 2 days off of coffee. Yeah. I was like, I can't.
Like, I'm going to die.
I'll never sleep again.
But you have your own line of coffee. Yes. And it's so funny because you gave us some and it was called High AF Coffee. And I just, I thought there was weed in it. So I didn't want, I hate weed. Like, I just don't like to do it.
I love it enough for the both of us.
So it was funny. I just was like, I wish I could try this coffee.
But I'm going to get high.
I'm like, but yeah, I don't want to get high. I'm like, Aaron, you try it and tell me what you think of it.
And then it's just great coffee.
Yeah. And it took me a while to realize that there was not, because I know you do really
I do partake in the cannabis a lot.
Cannabis, I know you enjoy it. And it just with the name, I was like,
a lot of people were getting confused. So we actually just rebranded. We got a new label for it. So we went with HAF.
Cool.
HAF. Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people were like, and I was like, well, if it did have THC in it, I would not be able to sell it to you in Germany.
Right.
Fair.
I would be like, I'm not trying to create, I love my life. No federal offenses, please. Yeah. Or any inter-country, I don't know, whatever that would mean.
So where can people buy it?
You can buy it online at haf.coffee. That's our website. Or also, if you're in Vegas, you can pick it up at a local store, Corey's, which is
cool.
Yeah, it's like
That's
a local's
amazing.
joint. So we're going to try to get more. I love having it in local places like in Vegas and stuff like that, because then it makes me more of a local person, and
you can be like, that's my spot.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool. I really enjoyed that a lot. And then what that coffee has actually led to is that I made friends with a local brewer. So now we have Cheers to Breakfast, which is sold all over Vegas. And it's one of our popular ones that we've done together. As soon as a bar or a place gets it in, it gets sold out pretty quick.
Hell yeah.
So that's awesome. So that has my coffee in the in his beer.
Oh, in the brew.
Yeah, that's why we did Cheers to Breakfast and stuff. And then since that was such a success, we also did a Alexis Fawx blonde ale, kind of playing on the different colors, because I've had every color of hair.
Right.
Black, blonde, red, everything. Brown. And that's been really fun too, just to have that at different parties and different places to have.
And
my
you
beer
have a wine too, right?
Yeah.
I want to try the wine.
Yeah, that's actually now ready.
Is
so
it?
the next time
Okay.
you come out to Vegas,
Gotta
you can
hook
try
us
it.
up.
Yeah, it's still fresh, but it's the earliest time that you would want to drink it, if that makes sense.
What kind of wine is it?
It's a Melbeck.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just bought a barrel and I just made the wine myself, which gets you about 240 bottles plus or minus. And my idea behind that was just to give it out to family and friends. You can either drink it right away or hold on to it, whatever you want. And also for the fans that have stuck with me for over 13 years and have supported me, to send it as a gift.
That's cool. That's cool.
I feel like it's a gift that keeps on giving, because I'm going to sign each bottle and mark hey, this is 1 out of 240 or 240 and stuff.
Classy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Love
It just seemed like fun.
We'll definitely claim a bottle.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
Definitely.
I'm going to drink that
Get you a
wine.
couple. That way you can have one now, wait 5 years. And
Right.
do another
One to save and one to.
Yeah, to see how
one
the
to sip.
flavors will change over
Very
time.
cool.
Yeah.
What is there anything we haven't touched? Or what else do you got? What else do you got?
Well, my best friend and I do my podcast. We do the Justthetipsxo Show, which is really fun. That used to be the comedy show that we were doing in LA, which is
I remember that.
friendly.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah, which was really fun. We want to do it again. Now that I've had time to really kind of, and I think the podcast has helped me kind of develop where I'd want that show to start up again. Does that make sense? I definitely would like to do it in Vegas. The lounges for cannabis is more
Vegas
readily
is just
available.
a better,
It's
nightlife
closer.
in general than
And
LA
also
in
not do
general.
every month, maybe do a quarterly type of show
Yeah.
or something like
Cool.
that. Give me more time to advertise it and really narrow it down. So yeah, I got some ideas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't sit still.
Yeah, I understand.
You have so
I don't
much.
want to.
Yeah.
You have so much positive and awesome energy. I'm jealous. I want some of it. Just cut me off a little slice of that energy,
pour it
Alexis,
out.
and let me juice me up.
Yeah, no problem.
You know what I think you have to do? I mean, it's just the pervert in me. I mean, you're fans, and I think me and you, we share a lot of the same fans, because people like to call you mommy. They like to call me mommy. They probably call you mommy even more than me. But,
Your mom's goth friend.
yeah, I'm mom's goth best friend. I am mom's goth best friend. That is me. That is me.
I love that.
But I do know, and I even know from when I talk to my fans on OnlyFans, they all like you and share a lot of the same people. Anyway, has anybody asked you yet to make a special brew with your coffee that you squirt in
Oh, that's where you're going with this.
I think you need to make like a special OnlyFans brew because you were like known as the squirt queen.
I could.
For a while.
I could fill up a bottle.
Can you do that? You could fill up a bottle and make like a
little,
cold
like a
brew.
little droplet. Like this has a little droplet in each one.
It's an infusion.
Infused.
Yeah.
A cold brew.
I kind of do that with my
squirt.
panties already. They're getting an entire soaked, infused panty that they could probably soak in water and get some of that right back out.
Right?
It's almost like a tea that I'm selling of my squirt at that
It's
point.
A special edition.
Special edition tea bag.
Oh my God.
I'm going to take over the tea bag world.
So like you soak through your panties. Yeah.
And then they just soak it in warm water, which would release. They'd probably even get a little stench once that odor, once the hot water.
So what? It's like pussy tea.
A little fermentation.
Yeah, pussy tea. Little puss tea. Little puss tea.
Sign me up for one of those.
Wash with lavender today.
Yeah.
So you might get a little extra with that.
I think this is, just like a special secret brew.
I think
it's like an off-menu item.
I'll join in,
Yeah,
and then I can have, a little bit too.
We could just have
like
a whole like a
smaller-
6-pack of.
Alexis and her friends.
Yes,
I'm Mom's goth best friend.
This is going to be an empire. I predict it.
I thought about like making another bottle of wine and except make it white and call it like my squirt.
Right?
Come on.
Yes.
What's stopping you?
Demon squirt.
Yeah.
I would buy
Not
the
a demon.
shit
That is
out
like
of
a
that.
heavenly angel squirt. Mine would be a demon squirt.
Yeah.
I called my red wine Lilith's blood. And I had a whole little label of like this demon hand coming down, squeezing the grapes, like blood coming out. It was really
Hell
cool.
yeah.
It was fun.
And also recently, Alexis has got her first tattoo.
I saw that on Instagram.
And her second one. And it was so funny
Welcome
because she
to the
was
club,
asking
girl.
me advice on it and stuff. And I helped like walk her through it, and then you were like texting me while you got it, and it was very like
and thank
adorable.
you. It was like make it big enough and where you could see it.
Yeah, because at first you were going to do it on the back of your neck or something. I was like, why are you going to do that? I have a tattoo on the back of my neck, and I don't even know what's
Same.
there.
I forget about it.
I forget
all
that
the
it's
time.
there. Yeah.
So thank you for that. No, it totally helped out. Of course, then I was in London. I was like, I want to get another one. So I already have one set up for Miami on the 16th.
What is it? Can we ask?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm working with an artist. It's a female artist. So she's going to be my first female tattoo artist.
Cool.
And she's making a kind of a mushroom woman stem type of thing.
Kind of psychedelic.
So, yeah, I sent her a bunch of
witchy
stuff,
woman.
and I'm like, you're the artist. Let's see what you come up with.
Where on your body are you putting it?
It all depends on like the size of it and what it looks like because I haven't seen it yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah,
the
I'm
artists always
excited.
like it when you give them some. The tattoo artists do not love it when somebody comes in with just like a.
Well, I'm not
exact-
the artist, and I really didn't know I was going to get so addicted to it.
Yeah,
I
you're
actually
like,
have a
what am I
fear
getting
of
my next
needles.
one? What am I getting
I'm like,
my
I want
next
to
one?
feel it
Next
again.
time we see Alexis, her whole throat is going to be
I know.
just
That's what
tattooed.
everybody says. You're going to be like completely covered by the end of the year, and I'm like,
We're here for it.
I'm here for it.
We support you.
Yeah, I just think it's really. I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's almost like. I don't know. It's kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, but I haven't gotten it's all been really kind of fine line work. I haven't really dived into anything traditional yet.
I think
but
that's your
all in the
style.
plan.
Just do,
So,
you got to
nice.
do what you feel.
But it feels good.
Hell yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to help with something. As you know, sometimes we get, as we do in our OnlyFans, where we do dick ratings, and sometimes people like it when you insult them a little bit.
Yes.
So I've now had an added bonus.
Would you
on
like
my
to
OnlyFans.
insult a
Would you
dick
like to
with us?
insult a penis?
Yeah.
With us together.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, in addition to just insulting them in a private video, I offer the added service of humiliating them on the radio
Yeah.
with
Oh
friends.
my god.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Brian, give us
pull
the
someone
dick.
up, you know?
Ooh, let's see the dick.
Oh my.
Wait, was that the one I sent you? Oh, you found a new one. You
This
found a
is-
new
Yeah,
one.
that's a Prince Albert, right?
This is.
They have been sending them nonstop.
Oh,
to the
really?
email.
I invited it.
I have-
Oh, I
Wow.
love it.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Where do we
Okay.
begin with
Where
this?
do we begin?
Well, there's some manscaping that needs to
There
happen.
that is like I feel hair in my teeth.
In the back of my
Just-
throat that I can't get
Just
out.
looking at that penis.
Ah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
Okay,
And so,
also, for those who aren't aware of Prince Albert, basically the tip of his dick
Goes
is
through the
pierced.
urethra part and comes out the back end, right?
So homeboy has a piercing.
And I see what he did.
The ring's way too large.
He
like,
has
where's that going?
It's making the dick look smaller, right?
Yeah.
Like he should.
That is a small dick.
You know, I got to give him credit.
Yeah.
He has a very small dick, and he tried to like embellish it. I remember having
Decorate
sex.
it.
Yeah, I remember having sex with a guy once, and he did not have a big penis, and he had like 8 piercings in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was like a lot. He had a Prince Albert.
It's like when the guy has a big lifted truck, and he's got a little dick, and so he's overcompensating.
Exactly.
Or they put the ball sack on the right behind the license plate.
So look,
Thanks, bro.
And I will say it added
What
like.
is that for? I should just do it to my Jeep. Just a pair of lips hanging behind me.
Big old pair of swinging.
Welcome
nuts.
to Arby's.
Well,
Okay,
it
and
won't be
also-
this guy's nuts though. They're too small.
This coloring, like, is there mold
It looks
on
like
his
there's,
penis?
It looks like
there is-
is it talcum powder?
It's like, what did he do? Like, it looks almost like camouflage.
I wish I could
kind
get
of?
up right now. It almost looks like it needs to get healed around the.
Yeah, there's
It needs to
some-
like more healing, or maybe you should just take the ring out altogether. That's just not
Is it?
good.
Do you think maybe like a fungus is growing from the Prince Albert?
Oh, like he has an allergic reaction.
What do they
to
call it?
or
A
something?
keloid. He has a keloid on his.
Yeah.
Do you think he's having an allergic reaction to the piercing that he willingly got himself, and now his dick is turning like green and
That's
green?
Yeah, oh my!
That's kinda
Oh my
green,
God!
right?
Like those cheap rings.
Yes.
Oh Jesus!
like it's
dude.
not real
Take
silver?
It. Yeah, like it's not real silver. You might want to take that that thing that you got out of the gumball machine out of your dick. That to me,
This is so painful for me.
This is really
Yeah.
like this might be
it's really
like,
pathetic.
This is really bad.
This is my
like-
least favorite dick.
This
I've
is
seen.
definitely like
Definitely my
like
least
I think
favorite so far.
we actually like this is really a medical condition. I think
It's just an ugly dick.
it's an ugly dick. It is hard. It's hard. I always
Oh,
Is
people.
that a
Is
full
that
throttle
hard?
dick?
I mean, it looks hard.
so
It looks like a
difficult to
hard
tell.
penis.
It does look full throttle.
It looks hard, which is
Oh my God!
sad
Can
that
you
it's
imagine
hard.
what that thing looks small?
I
Could he
know.
wrap the
I mean,
ring?
it's just a piercing.
If it shrunk
Oh my
so
just
small,
nuts and a
he could probably
piercing.
put the piercing over, and now it's compact like a little cock ring.
No, you're missing out. The piercing is so you can pull it out. 'Cause
Oh yeah, he can tug it.
Oh, so he can pull like boop.
May I also point out? It seems that he has some gray pubes, so this must be a mature
An older,
man.
more
man.
mature man. That's
Yeah.
probably why he's letting his jungle grow
I
down there.
mean,
Like, get
I
some
just
clippers,
can't believe
bro.
he clicked send on that photo.
And thought this was my best. This is my best.
Like, I'm
submission.
gonna do it.
At least there's not a toilet in the background. Okay.
I know. I have seen ones with
Like
with
you
dirty
couldn't find a
toilets.
better place to take that.
yeah, and the toilet's not
Where
clean. That's
where
sad.
would
Send it.
out of curiosity, where would be an appropriate place to take a picture of your dick and send it into you?
I mean, you know,
Like in a field
couch.
with like a blue sky.
You know,
If you
love
went to that length, I will give you extra points.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're sitting there and there's some daisies in the background,
Right.
I'm like, oh man, that's so
Put a
cute.
little effort into composing.
Some
it
You went
nice.
out,
lighting.
yeah,
Yeah.
you went hiking.
I spend a lot of time on my selfies.
Your foot's up
true.
on a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dude, if I had a dick,
out in
those would be
nature.
mine.
Right? They'd all be
I would be super creative,
climbing on a cliff.
bending backwards.
Yeah.
letting it all
of
hang.
it would be beautiful. You in a sea of all your plants. Alexis has the nicest plant collection I've ever seen in my life. She told me. Anyway,
I'll have to
what are we rating this dick?
Okay.
Okay, what's the scale?
I mean, it's 1 to 10, but you're
1 to
allowed
10?
to go into the negatives.
You usually go into the
I
negatives.
usually go in the negatives. I mean, this. You know.
I have not given anyone a 0 yet.
I've not. No one's
personally,
gotten a 0.
Oh.
And I'm
Do you feel like you're a little softer?
nicer than Joanna
Not
is. I want to give him a 0 because it's so repulsive, but I have respect for the pierced dick because I have my whole body's tattooed. I'm get down with certain things, but
He's gonna.
that
Yeah.
terrifies me. It
Yeah.
terrifies me. I will never pierce my dick. It's just
It
the thought of
shows-
it makes me want
I would
to
cringe.
crawl into a hole and die.
It shows some.
Just
That's what I would imagine.
It shows some strength.
so
I guess.
Yeah, he's kind of a G.
Okay.
You know, he went with it and got it.
He's like,
pierced.
I'm just gonna pierce my dick. I don't care what the repercussions
system.
are.
I'm gonna
Fuck the
pierce my
system.
dick.
I don't care.
it's a lack of
And,
self-preservation.
and it was a thick,
really.
big ring, so it wasn't like he went small on that.
No, he
So
went
yeah,
big.
I could see where you
So
say
I'll
that,
give it a
yeah.
1 just because I respect.
But like
that
he went
got
out
the
of his
piercing.
way to go get the dick pierced and didn't shave anything. Like,
Well,
it's
maybe
so
it was shaved
weird.
when he got it pierced.
You know.
Probably not.
I
though.
doubt it. I don't
let's
think.
be
I don't
honest.
think.
If you
those
didn't
pubes
shave shave your dick to get it rated on the radio.
True.
Like,
you ain't shaving it for
You're
the
not
piercing.
shaving it for a piercer.
You're not
Can you imagine
it.
being the piercer and just being like,
Now, do they pierce it soft or hard?
That is a
Did he
good
have to get it hard
question.
for the piercer, or did he?
I know that.
How's that work?
When a dick is tattooed, one of my tattoo artists told me once that she's tattooed a few dicks.
Yeah.
She kind of rolled her eyes. It's like, I hate doing dick tattoos because it kind of does need to be hard or pulled out so that there's enough room to tattoo.
Yeah.
But she said every single time it'll be hard. And the second the needle hits it,
Well,
it goes
yeah.
boom, and it becomes. And so then she's like,
would
I'm just
not get a dick tattoo.
I'm pulling a limp noodle as far as I can. And like
That's where foreskin would be better because then maybe you could just pin
terrible.
it. Just pin the fucking foreskin down and
my
just go to
God.
town on that bitch.
yeah, so
That would be a good kink.
I imagine getting a pierced dick is probably the same. It's hard and then it's
Yeah.
just, it goes soft so fast.
Unless you're into pain.
Yeah, unless
maybe,
that's your
maybe
thing.
it
Yeah,
gets
like-
harder.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
imagine there's got to be guys that get their dicks pierced and they're like, yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would have to be a kink.
Guess I'm just
Like that
a
would have to
prude.
be definitely a kink for me to want
But,
to do that. But yeah, I
But
can see
what's
where you're
what's
gonna
the
go with that.
rating?
Yeah, you guys got to weigh in now.
Negative.
5.
I was going to say -5.
Yeah.
I was going to say -5.
Yeah, -5.
Nice,
We're gonna
nice
say
clean
negative.
number.
Solid. Nice.
Okay.
Nice clean
Yeah.
number. Yeah.
And
Negative
a negative
5.
5 is not so far down the
Yeah,
hole
I
that you
think-
can't come back.
I think
Yeah.
you need to
Trim
take some.
your shit.
trim
Take
it
care
up.
of
Trim
the-
your shit.
Take
Take
care of
that
the
ring.
Yeah, look,
infection.
it's not big, but it looked a little thick. A little bit. Like it was not length. It looked like there was some.
It was-
some
It was a
thickness.
chub. It was a good
It was a little
solid chub.
And I like a little, a chub.
We love
you
a
could,
good
you could
chub.
do. You
yeah.
could do. There's a lot.
There's
you can do
things
with
you
it.
could do with the chub.
There's things so maybe if he takes antibiotics for whatever infection is going on
Penicillin.
there,
Take that
and,
ring out.
Yeah, take the ring out.
Do some manscaping.
Yeah, do some manscaping.
Don't fully shave. Get
Yeah.
like just
Just groom.
trim it up.
Right, trim it,
up.
yeah.
Get,
Get
some
it back to a
trimmers.
natural color, not that gangrene.
Get some
Yeah.
nicer lighting in your bedroom, and
Maybe it's just really super
and maybe you
dry
can get a
skin.
0. Moisturize. He needs
Yeah.
some of your moisturizer.
Yeah. I'll cry it out for you and
Yeah.
sell it to you in a jar.
Ooh.
He needs your moisturizer.
Another product launch.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Okay, well that's the day.
that's it. That's what we got.
Do we have Brian? Do we have any questions?
I don't know if we have time.
Or are we
I think
already?
I think we're done.
We've been having so much fun.
We have been. It feels like 5 minutes.
I think we just have time for a haiku right now.
Oh, a haiku.
For next week,
I
I
forgot
do
about
have
the
a
haiku.
question.
We do a haiku. How could I have forgotten about the haikus?
So we end every show with a haiku poem that we create based on whatever we just talked about.
Okay, cool.
And for everyone,
wow.
for everyone out there who doesn't know, it's a 3-line poem with 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. So we each are going to take a line.
Shit.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of pressure. A lot of
Yeah,
pressure.
a lot of pressure. Just about anything that.
Who's
you know,
going to start it off today? You want to start it?
Should we have our guest? Is it nerve wracking for her to start it?
You
You
start
want to
it.
start it? Okay, I'll
start
start.
it. You
I'll
start.
start. Okay,
Oh,
what
am I
are we
gonna
talk
have
about?
7 syllables?
I'll do 7 and then you take us home.
Okay.
All right,
And you
Joanna,
can take
you
us home.
start.
Okay, okay. What did we talk about today? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. What, Brian? He seems really excited.
Stuck in the dryer.
Oh, yeah, that's how we should start it. God, Brian, you are so good at haikus.
Brian is our secret weapon of haikus.
I know. I'm like, what? I'm trying to
Okay.
think of a
That's
5
good.
syllable
Oh, okay.
sentence right now.
Stuck in the dryer. It is 5. I'm stuck in the dryer. Yeah, I cheated.
Is it
Yeah.
me now?
Yeah,
7?
stuck in the dryer.
Stuck in the dryer. How do I top stuck in the dryer? It's just so clean.
That's so clean.
Stuck
hold on,
in the
hold on. All
dryer.
right, stuck in the dryer.
Okay.
Brooklyn Mile is for 40 plus.
All right. Stuck in the dryer. Brooklyn Mile is for 40 plus.
Alexis, give us
Maybe
a
something about
5-syllable line to
coffee.
take
Something
it
about
home.
coffee. I need some.
Let-
I need some coffee.
Get that infection cleaned up.
Oh no, infection is like a
Infection
bunch
is
of
infection.
syllables.
That's
Oh,
3.
Get that dick
Get
cleaned
that
up.
cleaned up.
Get that dick cleaned
Get that.
up.
Yes, I can't even say it.
Stuck in the dryer. Brooklyn Mile is for 40 plus. Get that dick cleaned up. Boom.
Oh,
Really.
that is fabulous.
That was super
I'm
clean.
gonna write that down
All
when we
these
get outside.
haikus make no sense. Maybe one day when we're rich and famous podcasters and we have a budget for the show, everybody
gonna
can get
publish a
their
book.
own.
Yeah, a coffee
gonna
table
publish-
book.
Yeah,
of all
that's
the
what I was
haikus.
thinking. You should put that all in put like an odd picture next to it of that kind of
Yeah.
corresponds with whatever
With a
wildness
picture
that
of
you
the
did.
penis, a picture
Yeah.
of your. Yeah.
It's
Almost
just-
like a collage. of the haiku.
We have goals.
That would be really good.
Very abstract.
Yeah. It's not going to make any sense. But the good thing is you will have to go back and listen to every episode in its entirety to even kind of understand them.
I'm that person that would buy that book and do that.
Exactly.
We're going to be so rich.
We're going to be so
Wow.
rich. Right.
Alexis, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me at Alexis Fawx Live. That's my Instagram. Twitter is Alexis Fawx. And if you want to get naughty, foxfans.com.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Joanna?
Onlyfans.com/Joanna Angel. Instagram at Joanna Angel. Twitter at Joanna Angel. TikTok, Joanna Angel X.
I want to do like a sexy voice like you do it. So you can find me at onlyfans.com/smallhands. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at @thesmallhands_. Well, I will talk in this very low radio jazz voice to you. Does that work for you, Joanna? Are you getting turned on? Alexis, are you wet? Who's wet in here? Any Brian?
wet.
Brian, do you have a chub? Is this doing
Flying half master.
I got a job.
Ooh, somebody cut my mic off.
Thank you, everyone, for another great episode. And we'll, go
Thank
check
you
out
guys
Alexis
so
Fawx. We love you.
much.
Let's wish us luck at the Brooklyn Mile.
Woo! We're
I'll
gonna
be
kick
cheering you
ass.
two on.